Ich lüfte das Geheimnis. Ich lasse keinen durch. Ich bin dabei.
Mythical morning.
This episode is brought to you by the Rhett and Link community, where you can create drawings, among many other things, upload them, and then discuss them.
Space Explorers calling Galaxy Garrison. This is Air Unit Leader Keith. We're approaching planet Eris, and no problem.
Wait, Keith!
This is Air Unit Leader Keith. We're approaching planet Eris, and no problem. This is Air Unit Leader Keith. We're approaching planet Eris, and no problem. This is Air Unit Leader Keith. We're approaching planet Eris, and no problem.
All of the exotic, horrible, and totally awesome ways to die that science fiction writers have dreamed up, some of the coolest involve being exposed to the vacuum of space. If your live body was floating around in space, your blood would not boil because, again, it's part of an enclosed system. In this case, your circulatory system. So it wouldn't be directly exposed to the vacuum. It would be subjected to your body's same internal pressure. So what about freezing to death?
And one of the weirdest places we've found is not a secret government lab or the Bermuda Triangle. It's a little spot in the Redwood Forest just outside of Santa Cruz, California.
Freaky.
Ich lüfte das Geheimnis.
The world's most powerful camera has been launched into space on a mission to produce a three-dimensional map of more than 1 billion stars in our galaxy. The Gaia probe will travel for a month through space before it reaches its destination 1 million miles from Earth.
It'll also be able to track exotic stars such as white dwarfs and red and blue giants. White dwarfs and red and blue giants. White dwarfs and red and blue giants. White dwarfs and red and blue giants.
And once we understand our own galaxy, we'll know about the others scattered across the universe.
A través de Canal 6, la Unión Cultural Libanesa Mundial, libanés, a través de Cotella, Canal 6, Yacuiba, Canal 6, Yacuiba, Canal 6, Yacuiba, Canal 6, Yacuiba.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marshall. Happy birthday to you.
14 degrees, right? Here it is here. And they said something about retro, and they showed a bowling alley. What is this? What's that? Does that look like Jupiter to you? What's that? Really? And here's the owl. Oh no! Say it ain't so, Billy Ray. You fucking morons.
We're gonna be about an hour. Do you want anything?
No, I'm just gonna stay and read the paper.
I would like a coffee with milk. Я бы хотел кофе с молоком.
So, the good news is that this weekend's Guardian and Observer papers are full of even more things to read and do. With Observer Tech Monthly, the new Do Something magazine, and the very best of food, lifestyle and culture, the Guardian and Observer now own even more of your weekend. The bad news is, it's all just too much for one human being. It's all just too much for one human being. It's all just too much for one human being. It's all just too much for one human being. It's all just too much for one human being. But that didn't stop Ian. Ian tried to do it all. It was Ian versus the weekend, and Ian lost.
Ian?
Shed's on fire.
Shed's on fire. The bigger, better Guardian and Observer weekend, now with Do Something. Use in moderation.
Your body is going through a beautiful transformation.
Hey, do you see this guy? He's just staring up at the house.
I found these weird symbols. Pledged myself to thee forever.
Und nun werde ich alt und mein Körper verfällt langsam. Und wie bei Ihnen wird er irgendwann seine Funktion einstellen.
Mr. Martin, ich muss sagen, Ihr Anliegen ist wirklich ungewöhnlich komplex und sehr umstritten. Das wird keine leichte Entscheidung.
Ich werde Ihre Entscheidung abwarten, solange es mir möglich ist. Danke für Ihre Mühe.
Ich lüfte das Geheimnis. Ich bin dabei. Ich lasse keinen durch. Ich lasse keinen durch. Ich lasse keinen durch.
Masters of the Universe.
Ich lasse keinen durch. Ich lasse keinen durch. Ich lasse keinen durch.